I forget.
Oh, yeah.
This is weird. This is.
Oh, yeah.
So if I can put this in.
I find it more comfortable looking there.
Me too.
Let's just look here. It's fine.
Oh.
I think you look there. I'll look there.
Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube live.
Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well.
Yeah, and we
love doing lives.
Yeah, we do, but we haven't done one for a while. We've
no,
done
it's
one
been
last
a few weeks. I think we made up
about a month.
It was like a whole month's worth. It was like nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, it was a long one.
It was a long live.
It's definitely a long one. So, hi there, please. Oh yeah. So basically, we've got a new camera and a new mic. So can you let us know if you can hear us, please? That'll be really helpful if you can.
Hey, Emily B.
Hi, Emily
Thanks for joining us.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us okay? Yeah, we've got a new camera, so it's a little bit clearer.
Hi, Linda. Great having you here.
Hi, Linda. Yeah. Can you hear us clearly, guys? Oh, brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you, Emily. That's really helpful to know. Yeah, we ordered a new camera last minute. It just came through today.
A webcam, wasn't it?
Yeah, handy to courtesy of Amazon for the quick delivery. So that was really good. So yeah, today I don't know where to look. I don't know where to look. So guys, so basically normally we're looking here. We normally look here, the camera's over there.
And
so we're gonna you know what, we're gonna look at you.
We're missing out on what's being said, you see. So I'll keep checking. I'll look there. So I'm not being weird just looking at the laptop. It's just because.
Life of Joven says you're one of my favourite YouTube couples. Oh, thank you so much.
That's so kind.
Really appreciate it.
Great seeing you and having you here.
Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening. It's boiling. It's boiling today.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got our patio open still. We're just hoping no cats come in.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't be too good.
No.
And yeah, there's thunderstorms outside, which I really like. Actually, it's raining outside. Isn't it? So yeah, we just wanted to spend the next hour or so going through some
Hey Georgina,
great
having you, darling. Hey Eloise, lovely having you.
Hi Georgina. Hi Eloise.
Hey. Oh, so great having everyone here.
Yeah, so we just want to spend the next hour or so going through some viewers' questions that we've got on YouTube. And also, if you have any questions as well, feel free to just type them in the chat below.
Yeah.
And then after we've gone through these questions and answers, we will go through your questions as well.
That's it, yeah.
So we're going to start with...
Yes. So we're starting with our questions first, babe?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Unless, does anyone have any questions that you would like us to answer? Isaac's here in the background, by the way.
Because
he wants to watch TV.
He flags it a bit sometimes when it's this late.
I'm going to watch you right now.
Oh, really?
Isaac's going to watch us.
Isaac's actually putting it on the TV. That's a good idea, sweetheart.
But you can see us here.
Yeah, but turn it right down
turn the volume
because
down.
Otherwise it's going to be feeding back.
So where's everyone from, by the way? We normally ask. Eloise, we know where you're from.
Leeds.
Leeds and London.
Leeds. Oh, yes. Yeah. That's it. Georgina, my home girl.
Hi, Georgina.
Life of Joven. People, Emily B. I'm not sure where you guys are all from.
No.
Yeah, so please let us know.
Oh, 00111.
Yay. I haven't seen you for a while. Great seeing you.
Long time no see.
Yeah, so great having you. Hi.
Hope you're well.
Hey, Ange, you made it. Yes.
Angela, how you doing?
Good having you here, Ange. Great having you here.
Good to see you.
Isaac's waving. No, that's distracting.
And Linda.
So I can see myself on the
Linda's
TV
from
now.
Canada.
Yes. Hey, Linda.
We've always said we'd love to go to Canada.
We say
on our list.
time.
It's on a list of places to go.
Yipman's always wanted to live there, to be honest.
And
From the time I've known him, he's always wanted to live there, and we've never actually been there. Don't know how that works out, babe.
I know. Well, it looks good on TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as we were saying, feel free to ask any questions which you have here. We'll answer them. And in the meantime, we've got some YouTube viewers' questions which we're going to go through.
Yeah.
So the first one is Goddess and the Queen says, how are you Chinese with a Korean username as Choi? And that's a really good question.
Yeah.
So basically, Choi is my surname. So it's my dad's surname. And actually, his family name is actually Wang, which is a lot more of a Chinese surname. So Wang is quite a typical Chinese surname.
I could have been Adeline Wang.
You could have been. How would you feel about that?
Fine, but it's just, I think this choice for me sounds much nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I've probably got cousins watching,
know,
so I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, so
I'm gonna get slow.
So basically, when my dad was young, I think it was a relative of his, didn't have any sons to pass on his name to. So I think in China, back in them days, it was quite a big deal, I think. So it was all about passing on your lineage, I think.
Yeah.
So he adopted my dad, kind of, and my dad took on his surname. So my dad became Choi. Yeah. So my dad's brothers all their surnames are Wang, but yeah, so his is the only one that's Choi. So that is why we are Chois, and we're the Choi family.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd be the Wang family.
The Wang family.
So, yeah. Oh, we've got a question here. Do you speak Hakka? So I think we pronounced that Hakka. No,
what is that?
I don't actually. I think it's a dialect in China. So my auntie, so Uncle Henry's wife, speaks Hakka. So no, I don't. Which area of China is Hakka from? I've always been curious to know, actually.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Oh. So there's Cantonese, Mandarin, and Hakka is sort of like is it slang?
No, I think it's just
a proper dialect.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Good to know.
There's probably a lot more dialects in China that I'm not aware of. But,
yeah, loads.
Yeah. Okay.
Next question.
Yep.
James Brown.
So Misty. No, it's from Misty.
Oh, Misty. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Misty asks, where did you guys meet, and did your family come to your wedding? Again, really good question.
We have a How You Met video, by the way.
Oh yeah, we do have a How You Met video,
so
which is a longer version, but we'll condense it. So basically, we worked together. So I remember I saw a job for a place called Royal Dalton, which is a place that sells china, so like plates and really nice plates and glasses and things like that.
I'm laughing because I'm picturing you coming in.
Oh yeah. She still remembers. I still remember.
Him. He was so sweet.
So I had my CV or resume, and I thought, okay, let me hand in my CV and apply for this job. So I went there, and the manager wasn't there, but Adeline was there, and so I said, oh, I've come to hand in my CV for the job. She took it. Were you going to bin it?
Do you know what? I must say, quite a few CVs were binned. Sorry, it wasn't me. It's because. Yeah, the manager.
You had a lot.
There'd be so many, and we'd flick through, and if it wasn't like, if they didn't have the.
Oh, so you actually looked for it, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
why
it wasn't my call to bin them. I wouldn't just bin them because I was the manager there.
Oh, okay.
But then we just go through them and then.
Oh, so I thought you'd bin it before it gets to the manager.
Oh no.
Okay. That wouldn't be good, would it?
No, that'd be.
We wouldn't have a Choi family channel then if that happened.
Sad. Oh.
Yes, so
it.
That's how we met. So I ended up getting the job. I nearly didn't get the job because, I was offered a job, and then I had to fill out like a health and safety questionnaire form, and it asked, one of the questions was, have you or did you ever suffer from epilepsy? So when I was about 10 or 11, I had 3 seizures, and so I put yes, and it didn't ask me to expand on it, so I didn't expand, and then. Next thing you know, I didn't hear back from them about the job, even though they offered it to me. And then so I called up and I said, how come I haven't heard from you? And then they said, oh yeah, because you ticked the epilepsy thing. And they're probably imagining, I'm in the stock room around loads of bone plates, bone china plates, and I'm having a seizure.
Yeah, knocking everything
over. So I said, oh no, it was many years ago when that happened. So I ended up getting the job.
It was like a childhood thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, just 3 seizures. And then we worked together for a month. So
was that it?
Yeah, just a month.
No way.
Yeah, just
we
a
did
month.
So much together in that 1 month.
Yeah. We worked quite a
for
lot of
lunches
shifts
together. We did lots of shifts together.
Yeah, I was only
I'd be
there for months.
gallivanting. I was a bit naughty. I was up and down.
It was only a temporary job.
Yeah.
And then, so I think we exchanged numbers as friends, and then that's how we met.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. She had a boyfriend at the time who she didn't hear from.
Yeah.
And then she asked me to call him. Yeah, so that's how we met. To answer the question, there's a lot more to it, but then we'll expand on that another time. But in answer to the question of how we met, that's how we met.
At work, yeah.
And then, did our parents go to the wedding? Yep, definitely, absolutely.
Did, yeah.
So both our sets of parents came. Our distant relatives and cousins came as well.
Yeah,
so,
we're really fortunate, weren't we?
From Canada, from Holland, from Hong Kong. So it was lovely to see everyone. It was a really special day. Jamaica, yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. We had such a lovely wedding.
Kiana Smith, hi there. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Kiana.
Thank you for the lovely compliment.
Hey. I can't pronounce this one. But the
GLQS.
Yeah.
From Hong Kong. So happy guys from Hong Kong.
I thought you were from Hong Kong. I was getting excited then.
Maybe they are.
Yeah, where are you from actually?
Maybe they're from Hong Kong. Cha loves toys and more. Hi. Oh, that's Isaac's friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you know what? When I saw that, I thought it's Lily. I thought it was the other person that commented on the last video, but it's Isaac's. But cover yourself, sweetheart.
Isaac's friends here as well.
It's his lovely friend Lily.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Our lovely friends.
Eloise says, "What's been your scariest experience?"
Oh.
Do you want to go first?
Gosh.
Oh, I go first.
I've got two.
Go first.
Yeah, I've got two.
You've got to pick the scariest one.
Oh,
what?
I think the scariest. Okay, so scariest I would say was when we were on a flight to Florida, and I think we were on our way going there, and basically it was a double-decker plane. I'm not sure what you call. It was like a
jumbo jet.
Jumbo jet. That's it. And we were on the top deck, and smooth flight. It was absolutely fine, but then all of a sudden it started getting really bumpy, and then there was turbulence, and within no time, basically they call it an air pocket. So that means that there's a plane that's in front of you that's too close, in too close proximity. So our plane literally fell. It didn't fall to the ground, but it fell loads of feet. It was the most frightening experience of my life, to be honest with you. Well, there was somebody we were all screaming, a lot of people screaming, and we heard a lady, she screamed and she fell down the stairs. So I don't know why she was on the stairs, because I'm sure that we were told that maybe she was an attendant, I don't know, a flight attendant, but someone fell down the stairs, and it was just chaos on the flight, and I actually thought that the plane was going to crash. So that was definitely the most frightening. We were holding hands, saying the Lord's Prayer. We thought that was it. So that was definitely something that sticks in my mind as one of the most frightening experiences.
I would have been scared.
Yeah, and Yipman's the one that just sleeps before we even take off. Mr. Just
I'm cool,
calm and collected. Yeah, he loves flying. Like yourself? My
scariest experience is an easy one, because by far it's the most scariest I've been through. I was, how old was I? I was probably about 20. I think. I was about 20, 21. And it was a period when, I've always been a person who's believed in the existence of a God. So a creator that's out there. But I never followed a religion. So even though I'm Chinese and my culture and heritage in terms of religion is kind of Buddhism, that kind of thing, I've never had a religion. And I've always been quite a logical, scientific person, and I knew that because there were so many religions out there with its own claims, which were mutually exclusive, it can only be that only one can be right or they're all wrong. So I was kind of going through a period where, I was thinking about it, but I didn't really do much about it. And then I was 20 years old, doing my own thing, doing whatever. And then one night I had the scariest dream, and the dream was nothing. So it was just darkness. It was just black, quiet. It was just nothing. And I woke up so scared. I don't know if
Human doesn't get scared of hardly anything apart from spiders.
Oh yeah, spiders. I don't know. You know when you get scared in when you're awake, and let's say someone goes, someone pounces on you and go boo, and you get a shock. But it was like a shock, but continuously for a while, and 100 times as worse. So I woke up from that darkness, and I was just screaming my head off, and I was like, ah! And then somehow I ended up cut. My back was cut somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So I took that as a sign from God that this is the time that I kind of look into things and do my research and things. The night after that, I was so scared that I slept for a whole month with my light on, which sounds really silly because I was 20 years old. And then the night after that, I was sleeping and I was half asleep. I don't know if I was dreaming or half asleep, but I was sleeping, and then I could see and feel some hands coming out of the wall. So the head of my bed was against the wall, so there were some hands coming out of the wall.
I don't remember this one.
And grabbing my hands and pulling me. But even though that sounds scary, it was nowhere as scary as the dream that I had the night before. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was, sorry if that was a bit deep, but that was my scariest
is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
Gala F, we love you guys too. So we love you too. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we love you too. And
Thank
from
you.
Toronto, hello. From
it was like hello from Toronto.
You do the reading, yeah?
Hey, Gala. Hey, Toronto. Do you plan to take the kids to Hong Kong and Jamaica in the future? Absolutely. So, do you want to answer that?
No, you don't.
Okay, so Isaac's been to Jamaica only when we went on a cruise. So it was one day, so it doesn't really count because it was just one day. And when he was only like 1.5 years. And and when you go there off the cruise ship, you end up at like the real touristy areas as well. So to be honest with you, he was still breastfeeding at that stage. I remember, he's not going to remember any of that. But we definitely plan to do obviously more travelling, and we definitely would love to take the kids to Jamaica and definitely to Hong Kong. We've said Hong Kong for quite a bit. We're hoping to travel. Is it going to be next year?
Yeah, maybe next year for a wedding, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's China, isn't it? Maybe we'll be able to get to Hong Kong as well. So but then I've been to Hong Kong twice, but we just haven't took the kids there. And I think it's such a long flight. I've always been apprehensive. We were going to go actually in, I think it was February, Feb time, and obviously coronavirus just got worse and worse. So obviously that didn't happen. And I'm glad that from before then we said we weren't going to go, because we thought it'd just be too long a flight for Isabella. Yeah,
Isabella's
the thought of it,
only 2. So.
And it just would not have been fun on a 14-hour flight. No thanks.
All the crying.
Yeah, can you imagine? But now I think she'd be fine and chilled. More chilled now.
PG from Toronto.
Hey.
Hi there. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, PG.
Thanks for tuning in. 211. Hi, Huntington Beach, California. Hello there.
Hey.
You know what? 211.
Oh.
So I say this each time we do a live.
I know.
So I had planned for Adelaine's birthday a road trip in California. So the aim was to go to LA, spend a few days there, and then drive to San Diego. And then I looked on the map, and some of the places there were like Huntington Beach and places, and it looked beautiful there. Yeah. And so we're going to stop off there.
Oh,
so how is it? How are things in Huntington Beach? Is it as nice as it looks in the pictures and things?
Because you showed me, it looked amazing.
It's really good.
Amazing.
Yeah. And how's lockdown in California, by the way? It'd be good to know.
We'd love to know. Our PG said she liked her photo. Thank you so much, PG.
Thank you, PG.
Isaac took that photo, would you believe? Isaac, was it you? No, you couldn't be because you were in the photo.
Yeah, it was on. Oh no, Isaac took it.
Isaac took it?
Yeah.
Because you were there.
I thought it was tiny.
Oh, no, Isaac took it. So the photo that we did just in the patio. the one where Daddy was facing me and I was
Oh, yeah.
looking at. Yeah, Isaac's got skills.
Linda says, greetings from Tanzania. Hello there, Linda.
Hey, greetings. Good to see you, Linda.
Love how you're
Tanzania.
bringing up your kids. I must say, I've learned a lot from your channel.
Oh, thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
That's so lovely. I really appreciate that. We really do try our best with them. And yeah, I think that's all you can do. We always say it takes a village to raise a child. So we're blessed to have family that support us in being there and just helping us out, giving us advice as well. Friends, family, all of that. You know, it's been a learning curve, hasn't it? It's
Yeah,
definitely.
a
So
steep learning curve.
yeah, and I think we're learning every day. We're not perfect, but we do absolutely try our best, and we love them to bits. We really do. And we enjoy parenthood as well. And again, big learning curve because at the beginning, I think Isaac
There's no
obviously being our
instruction manual,
first.
isn't there?
There
So,
isn't.
yeah.
And Isaac being our first, he was not a very good sleeper. And yeah, I think it took its toll, to be honest with you. For like the first year, I was absolutely shattered. He was shattered. And it's, yeah, lack of sleep is torture.
Yeah, it is.
So that was really...
They use it for torture purposes.
Exactly,
so,
yeah. So we did struggle, but we really enjoy it. And thankfully the kids are sleeping. I mean, even Isabella, she's gone for a couple of weeks of waking up a little bit, hasn't she? But she's been a good sleeper, thankfully. So, and we've got blackout curtains now as well. We had blackout blinds and we've blacked it out even more with curtains. It seems to be doing the job.
Blackout,
yeah.
So,
oh yeah,
have the kids taken up any music instruments? You know what? It is something that I wanted to do with the kids earlier, to be honest, because I never played an instrument, and I wish I did as a child. But I have started to try and teach Isaac the piano myself, but not being able to play the piano is kind of hard to teach someone when you don't know it.
Bit of a problem if you don't know how to.
Now, because of lockdown, we can't really do it. So, yeah, I think after lockdown, yeah, I've been trying to learn from YouTube, like YouTube tutorials. We try to teach him like the scales a little bit, but yeah, I can do with someone who knows how to play, really.
I mentioned it to him the other day, actually, a couple of days ago, and he said he'd prefer to. I said, would you like to do it at school? And he said he'd prefer if someone came here.
Yeah.
So I think we'll do that.
You can sort something out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Isabella will start. She's young, so we'll have to get her started on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Start them young.
She likes playing the keyboard, doesn't she? I think she'd be good at the piano, and she's got long fingers as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks
for tuning in, Paul.
Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thanks for your support. Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. How you doing?
Mom.
Adelaine's
Love you
mom's
lots.
here as well.
Oh,
thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Mom.
Eloise, how did you both react when you found out you were having Isaac and then Isabella?
So, I'm trying to remember.
I'm trying to remember the moments as well.
So, with Isaac, I remember I took a pregnancy test.
Adelaine had a miscarriage first.
Still we. Yeah.
And how long was that before Isaac?
So that was so Isaac was, so it was March to December. Yeah, so I think I had it was only about just over 3 months.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Because literally as soon as they said that we could start trying again, we did, and then we got caught again first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then so I had a miscarriage. That was rough.
Terrible.
Yeah, because I don't know how many months, but I think it was about 3 months, and it was a tough time, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what, Louise? We were saying that in school they teach you all about protection and things like that, and pregnancy, but I don't remember being taught about miscarriages. Like no one taught about miscarriages, and it was only when we had one.
It was a big shock, wasn't it? It
was a massive shock, and it was only then that we found out how common they were.
Yeah.
And we just wish that people would have.
Yeah.
It's like they would have.
It's not something you speak about all the time, but then I think we tend to speak to people about it just because we have been through it. But then at the same time, you're not going to speak to a pregnant person about it.
No.
And then if somebody hasn't had kids,
well,
at school, at school,
just to prepare you.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So, because we're so saddened by that, when we found out that Adelaide was pregnant again with Isaac, we were over the moon.
Absolutely
But
ecstatic.
I was
I remember
cautious.
I was at work.
Yeah.
When
Oh, you were.
Yeah, I was at work. Went to the toilet. I went on my lunch break and got a pregnancy test. And then I found out I was pregnant. And I think I bought about another 3 or 4 because I just thought, is this for real?
Just
to confirm. And then I went to the doctors and then confirmed it again there. But I remember being really excited, but we were cautious, weren't we?
Cautious, yeah. I didn't want to be too excited, to be honest.
Because it's that fear of, what if it happens again?
Yeah.
And, just I was so careful. I didn't even want to bend over. And as silly as it sounds, but then I think when you go through a miscarriage, you go through a bit of guilt as well. And you think, oh, was it because I did this? Was it because I did that? Was it because I bent over too quickly? Or was it because I ran that time? Or I know it sounds a bit silly, but you do go through these emotions because you're just trying to think, what was it that caused the miscarriage? But obviously they are very common. And you just don't know. We have no idea. And I think definitely encourage people that have been through it or going through it not to even think about what's caused it, because a lot of the times it's just one of those things, isn't it? That's what the doctor said to us. So yeah.
So it was only after the 12-week period that I started to get excited about it.
Once we had the scan, saw that he was okay, then we had the 5-month one. And we're excited to see it was a boy, even though we knew already. It was. We're really excited, and with Isabella as well. So they were both planned. So we're really, really excited with Isabella as well. I think we were apprehensive as well, thinking, oh, what's it going to be like having 2? Because some people said, oh, having 2 is like more than twice the work. And we thought, is that even possible? Because I breastfed Isaac for like 2 years. He didn't sleep for like a year and a half. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that's why we left a bit of a gap, because we just needed breathing space. But then we're ready and we're excited. And when we found out we were having a girl, we were over the moon, because we thought, that's it, done. One of each, and that is it. Yeah. Even though I was bruisey at the beginning because I couldn't believe that children can actually sleep. I thought it was like, I thought people actually telling me the truth, because, Isaac, we tried every single thing, didn't we, to get him to sleep, and he wouldn't. Nothing worked. Whereas Isabella, she just slept, and we thought, wow, babies can sleep. And so I think partly because of that, I was bruisey for like a few months, and it was like, it's just your hormones.
No more thanks.
Let's see, where are we?
Oh, Lorraine.
Oh, hey, Lorraine.
Oh, good to see you, Lorraine.
My sister.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, look forward to your live chats. Oh, thank you so much, big sis. Oh, I know, it was really sad, Eloise. Thank you, sweet. Thank you. PG, not silly at all, understandable. Thank you. Yeah, I think we definitely. Oh, Tanya, my lovely friend.
Hey,
Tanya, so sad to see that you guys went through this. I know. It was a really tough time, and I think we sort of we went through it, and we want to be there for people that do go through it as well. I feel like whatever you go through, you take it as again, using the word learning curve, and be there to help other people that have been through it. Because at the time, I think I did know somebody else. There was one person that I knew that had it, and she was really supportive to me. And just some of the things that I told her, she was like, oh, that's how I felt. And it was just so good to know that it wasn't just crazy thoughts, So yeah, it was a tough time. It was even after when I was pregnant, as we said, it was tough then, because I remember just calling Yitman saying, oh, I feel a twinge, or I feel this, and I'd get so paranoid about it and stuff. But it's part of life, what we go through, unfortunately. But I thank God for the kids now. Very grateful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So how was your birth experience with Isaac and Isabella? We were going to do this for story time, weren't we?
I think we were, yeah.
I sounded really Wolverhampton then, didn't I? Wolverhampton.
Yeah, so the birth was really hard work for me, to be honest. No, just kidding.
Yeah, because the birth, it was, well, do you know what? It was hard for Yitman, because Yitman, anyone that knows Yitman, I think we've mentioned it before, Yitman does not like the sight of blood. So I thought, how on earth is he going to...
I coped all right.
Yitman did amazing. I was impressed, because I was nervous, thinking my mum was there on both occasions, and I knew that once I got my mum there and God with me, I'll be fine. Excuse me. But then Yitman was an absolute trooper, honestly, and he rubbed my back so much. Did we say this? Did you mention this story?
Yeah. It was about 20. How long was labour? 20
labour
hours.
was 28 hours.
28. Wow.
28 hours.
I rubbed the back for 28 hours.
And he's got really soft hands, but then the friction of him rubbing my back continuously caused me to have blisters, and I didn't know it at the time until I got out of the fort and I said, give me the epidural now. I was just in agony at that stage. it was too much. So they gave me the epidural, but then before that they sprayed my back with something that was meant to cool my back down and numb it down, but it was like my back was on fire.
Instead, so.
Yeah, and then so the second time they sprayed it, they said, oh, it seems like you've had a reaction. I said, no, it's because he's been rubbing my back with all of these oils. We had so many oils that we bought from online or something, oil for this, oil for that. To be fair, the oils didn't do anything. But then the spray, I had to actually tell them when they sprayed it the second time. They said, how are you? And I was like, I'm fine, thank you, it's absolutely fine. But I was in agony, but I just wanted to have the epidural. So
I think you said the epidural was nothing compared to labour.
To labour, yeah. The epidural, I actually didn't feel it. People said to me, it's going to be really painful if you have the epidural. It's like a massive needle, because it is a big needle. But then for me, I didn't feel it. I had no idea, because the contractions were off the charts, and they said to me, let us know when you have a gap in between your contractions so that we know when to put it in. And I said, I had no gap. It was just a long contraction for ages. And I just said, put it in.
How about for Isabella?
Isabella, that was a much more pleasant experience. It was pleasant, obviously. As soon as Isaac was born, there were tears of joy and happiness. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I was shaking because I was excited, and I had a fever as well with everything. And at the time, so I had to have like a, what do you call it?
Drip.
IV, a drip, yeah. And there's another story with that, which I will go into for our story time. But with Isabella, hers was different, because I think I would tell anybody who is planning on having a child, just definitely do your research. I think I took it for granted, thinking I went through unfortunate a miscarriage and I had to push. And so because I went through that and I went through agony without any medication, I think that I just thought I'll be fine. But that pain was bad, but then giving birth was much worse. Well, yeah, that sounds awful, but yeah, it was really painful. But with Isabella, I did all my research on breathing. Breathing actually really helps, and just imagining that there was like a lift, and it was as each contraction came that she was coming out of my birth canal, and all of those visualizations, they all really helped. So for me, Isabella's birth, to be fair, was really quick, wasn't it?
It was.
It was really quick. Much we prayed, we said, God, I cannot go through that again. And Isabella's, it was really interesting, because I was in the pool, but there was no water. That's another part of the story. But then basically, the midwife, she was very helpful, and she was like, she said, you've got ages, your mum's going to have to go home. And mum just said to me, I'm not going anywhere. And so we went inside the room and we prayed, and we just said, in Jesus' name, we pray that my waters will break now, because she said, I've got hours yet. And she was saying that there's no chance. And literally within about 3 seconds, my waters broke and Isabella was coming out. And I pulled the emergency cord. But it was so painful. I dragged the whole thing out of the ceiling, and it came crumbling down. Yeah, and so they wheeled me off, didn't they? And Isabella was already crowning. Yeah, and so it was really quick, to be honest with you.
Nice and easy.
I wouldn't say it was easy. I had no.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but yeah, that was very interesting. But it was lovely. It was a lovely experience.
Travis
I'm
Lockhart.
scared of, oh gosh. Well, no, having second, you know what? Don't be scared of having this. I'm not sure why you're scared of having a. Oh, you've sent another message. Thinking of a gap. We have a son and hope for a daughter next year. Oh, well, I'll pray that will happen for you guys. I pray that you have your daughter next year. What's the age gap? How old is your son? So, I mean, to be honest with you, in terms of first and second child, they always say it's much easier second time round because your body's more prepared for it. And I think your mind's more prepared for it as well, in a good and bad way. In some ways, you feel a bit scared because you know how painful it will be. But then at the same time, then you can prepare yourself and not just take it for granted and think, yeah, I'm going to sneeze and the baby will, just come out quickly.
But our son is a monster
and doesn't sleep. So
I feel it for you.
Gosh, honestly,
we tried everything.
Everything you can imagine. By the end of it, we were lifting him up to God. We're like, God, he belongs to you. Please let him sleep. And we tried. Every sleep book you can imagine. We tried. We didn't even want to try the quiet out. Sorry, babe, what were you going to say?
I was going to say it was so bad, that do you remember that there was that time that it was Christmas Day or something, and then me and Adelaine just went up to bed.
Oh gosh!
And we just held each other, and this is so hard. I probably even shed a tear.
No, I think we did. I think we hugged and cried.
Adelaine thought that I went through the male version of postnatal.
Yeah, that might be something that we can talk about actually one of the times.
Yeah. But I can't remember it now.
It's all a blur.
It's a blur. It's like a post-traumatic syndrome, stress syndrome.
You're not really selling it, but it's because of the lack of sleep. If you have sleep, then you can see clearly. Yeah. But then because of the lack of sleep,
and a lot of people do get.
Yeah, we felt like we were on our own. We felt like everyone said, yeah, my kids sleep. They've been sleeping since 2 days old, 3 weeks old. And we're like, what are we doing wrong? We tried everything. We put them into bed awake. That's what they say to do. To be honest with you, though, Travis, one thing that we did find that when it happened with Isaac was when we put him in his own room. So,
hi, Sherelle.
Sherelle.
Look at the slipper. Hi, Sherelle.
Hi, Sherelle, my niece, my lovely niece. So when he wasn't sleeping, the one thing that did work was him being in his own room. So I'm not sure if your son's in his own room, but we found that when he did sleep, we must have been disturbing him. He's such a light sleeper, you see. So that could be something where it could be some noise that is affecting him that you just don't realise. So we kept his room
you're
really
heavy
quiet.
Snorer.
Exactly, without realising. But yeah, we just found that worked for us, didn't it, in the end?
Yeah, that worked
But
for us.
lavender oil, I must say, some nights when we did get sleep, things like lavender oils on the pillow, in the bath. I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't sleep all the way through, but it helped us get another maybe hour extra.
An extra hour helps, definitely.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
We cherish our sleep.
From blurry eyes to just only slightly blurry.
So, Travis, we pray that your son turns into an amazing sleeper.
Yes, and that you come back for our next live and say, wow, it's amazing. So we're looking forward to hearing that. Also, blackout curtains and blinds. I'm not sure if you've got that already, but Isabella, she's got blackout blinds, but there was a little gap at the side, so we've just blacked it out totally with the curtains. What's this one? My mum had me, then twins 9 years later.
Oh,
wow.
So you're the older sister then?
Wow. Oh my gosh, so you're the big sis. How has that been for you? Can you imagine that, babe, if I had twins? After like 2 years from now?
No, thank you. It's kind of impossible now, isn't
it? Yeah. Well, not necessarily. So, are you teaching your kids 2 languages? Yes, we are.
Our son's Korean.
Amazing. And trying to figure out the best time. Amazing. So what's the other half? I'm quite interested. So it's half Korean. I think, to be honest with you, we wish we started with Isaac younger. Do you want to answer that?
I'll hold my hands up and say
because he's the Chinese one.
That was my fault. So obviously, me and Adelaine's first language is English.
I'm so sweating out.
And I think the first language I was told is the language that you think in, isn't it?
Yeah.
So me and Adelaine's language is our first languages. And because when we got married...
Our languages are our first languages.
Sorry, English is our first languages. I'm tired. English is our first language. And because for so many years, it was just me and Adelaine in the house, I was just used to speaking English. And even when the kids came, I was just used to speaking English. And to be fair, Adelaine always pushed me and said, when you're going to speak Chinese to the kids?
I speak more with them than you do, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair. And so I've been quite bad at it. But now...
Improved.
Yeah, I'm trying. But now my dad does some lessons with Isaac and Isabella. So they have like online Cantonese lessons. and they've learned a lot. They picked
So
up a
much.
lot.
It's shocking how much they've taken in.
Yeah. So in answer to your question, start from when
right now.
Start from when they're born. To be honest, like, because they'll hear, and within like a few weeks or months, I'm sure they'll pick up words, and even though they can't reply, they'll know what it means, really. So
exactly.
Start from young.
Start from now.
Don't do what I did.
No. And also on YouTube as well, there are so many things. If, for example, you feel like, do you want a drink, babe? Okay. Yeah, if you feel like, I just don't have the time, if you just don't feel like you have the time, or you keep forgetting, just be intentional with everything. So just schedule it in. I think that's what we had to do. It was 3 o'clock every day on Monday to Friday, and that's what we did. And until we started that, it just wasn't happening, and then we found momentum. But then even with YouTube, they've got lots of resources on there for teaching children languages, and you'll be so surprised. You might not think they're even taking it in, because Isabella, I mean, to be fair, she's been amazing, sitting down listening, but then sometimes she'd be playing about, she'd be getting the toys out, but then she's learned so much. She even corrects me with pronunciation. She's really good. You were saying, weren't you, with pronunciations? And I think that even like getting things like making it fun with getting the toys out. So if it's a banana, get a toy banana and say, what's this? So whilst you're playing, like we do it with playing Peppa Pig toys, don't they? And we'll get the Peppa Pig toys out and all the different things from the kitchen, and then she learns that way as well. Yeah, so start down. Where are we? We haven't even gone through ours yet. This is good.
Tam Tam says,
hey Tam Tam.
Hi Tam Tam. Hi Adeline Yickman, do you feel any side effects from the epidural still to this day?
Do you know what? I feel really blessed that I haven't. I had one episode, and that I'll never forget it, to be honest with you. People did tell me, you're going to have backache for the rest of your life. And thank
So they're speaking negative into you, isn't it?
Yeah, I think maybe as well because, that is partly true, but then I think because of their experience as well. And but then, to be honest, I prayed about it, and I thankfully haven't had anything. All I had was one episode when I was on the stairs, and do you know when I said earlier that I didn't feel the needle? It actually felt like somebody was putting the needle in my back, and I screamed at the top of my voice as I was going down the stairs, and I had Isaac in my arms. And
when he
I
was
had
a baby?
to stop, and I was just right at the top of the stairs, and I was in agony, and it happened for about, I don't know, maybe about a minute and a half, and that was it. And then after that, it didn't happen. So I thank God that I didn't have anything. Anyone that is considering having an epidural or anything like that, just don't move. That's the main thing. Don't move. With all your might, just know that, your back depends on it. So, yeah. Where are
Travis, we're hoping he'll be 3 by the time the baby is born. Okay.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
That's good, because they're more independent.
And he can help out a little bit.
Yeah, so, Isaac loved that, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it helps with the whole jealousy thing, I think, because thankfully Isaac was never jealous. And I think part of that is definitely to do with the fact that from before we'd read stories about having a baby and all of that, and made sure that he knew how loved he is and all of that. But I think
and then nothing's going to
replace him. No, and how exciting it is for him to have another sibling.
We love you, Isaac.
Oh, little sweetheart. Way past his bedtime. But yeah, 3's a good 3 years is a really lovely age gap. So that'll be perfect. A dramatic time in your life. Did your faith help in the dark times, Angela?
Was that the miscarriage? Angela, was that about the miscarriage? I'm guessing.
I think so. Yeah. I think
no.
Miscarriage.
So when the miscarriage, when Adeline was bleeding, I prayed and I held on to a scripture, which was some scriptures, which was basically just pray and believe and have faith. And I prayed and I had 100% faith. And some people might say, maybe you had some doubt, but I know I didn't have any doubt. I don't know how I could have had more faith. So I was convinced that the bleeding would stop and the baby would be fine and there wouldn't be a miscarriage. So when I found out that Adeline had a miscarriage, I just lost so much faith. And in a way, it might not have fully come back, all of it. A lot of it has, But I always questioned still, why did it happen? But
not that you don't believe in God, and
no.
his faith, he loves God so much, but then
but
it was just that aspect.
More
thought,
of like,
how does it
prayer
work?
and faith, and how does it work? But one thing I do know is that without the miscarriage, we wouldn't have Isaac, and I love Isaac to bits, and I'd rather have Isaac than anyone else, really.
Yeah.
So although I did lose faith, I know that it worked out for the best.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes, just to encourage you, you go through something and you just think, oh, you give up hope, you might just feel so down and just think it's never going to happen. But then just to encourage you that God has a bigger plan for you, and we didn't see it at the time because...
How did it affect you?
I think for me, I don't think my faith was affected. I did question. I said, Lord, why did this happen? But I did say, God, I know that there's a reason for it, and I just remembered this, about thanking Him through the good times and the bad times. So I'd be thanking Him with tears, crying my heart out because I was devastated. But then, I remember just thanking Him still and saying, God, I don't know why this has happened, but I thank you that you still love me. I thank you that I'm still here, because you hear some traumatic, awful experiences. And so it was tough. But then I think when I saw how low Yitman was, I thought there's no time for me to be losing faith either. And I think that was good and bad, because the good side of it was that I was there to support Yitman. But then the bad side of it was that I kind of forgot about myself. And so I remember being at my mum's and I just burst into tears and I just said, do you know what, Mum, I'm not coping. And I was just really everything came to my head. I think I was internalising a lot, and I just thought, I'm going to be fine. But then I was bleeding. I think it was a lot because I was bleeding for weeks and obviously I had to push and basically give birth. And then I think that all of that trauma, I didn't really deal with it. And because I was so busy trying to be there for Yitman, and he was there for me, but then I was just like, no, I'm fine, babe, it's fine, how are you? And I just wanted to make sure he was okay. So I think because of that, and then I didn't have any symptoms, funnily enough, whilst I was pregnant, but then after the miscarriage, then I started getting the vomiting and all of that, and it just felt a bit cruel. But then the doctor said it's very normal because my hormones have kicked in, even though the baby's not there. So yeah, it was tough, but then I just still held on to my faith in God. So my faith in God definitely helps. I wouldn't have been able to cope otherwise, to be honest with you.
Travis, we just started sleeping because we let him sleep with us now.
Listen, you do
anything
whatever
to make
you have.
It work,
Seriously, we're all about do what works for you. There's people that will be there saying, no, how can you have your kids sleep?
The midwives love saying that, like, don't do this, don't do that. But you got to do what you got to do to survive.
Exactly. And to be fair, a lot of them tell you, but then on the down low, I've had a midwife say, do you know what? I did tell you not to have the epidural, but to be honest, I had the epidural with mine. And we're having a laugh about it. But then that's what they're told to have you they're told to tell you. They're like, your body is made for this. You can do this without the drugs. And you can do it without the drugs, because I did it with Isabella. But my gosh, it was bliss with Isaac. As soon as I had that epidural, I was like, I wish I had it earlier. So don't punish yourself, guys, as well.
Yep.
So, Sherelle, did you have dizziness in pregnancy? I've just experienced this in the last 3 hours. Oh, well.
Sorry,
Praying for you, my darling. Yes, I did. I definitely experienced dizziness. I'd experienced dizziness. I felt like throughout my whole pregnancy, like my heart was racing. So for me, I think that what they say is that when you're pregnant, it's almost like your body's saying there's an alien invasion because you have a little person inside of you. So when that happens, your body responds in lots of different ways. And for me, each time I get pregnant, I get the racing heart, which was not fun, and the dizziness as well. Well, I did get the dizziness as well. I remember clearly many times. I remember even walking around the supermarket and just feeling dizzy and just having to hold on to something. So it's not fun, but what you need to do is respond to your body and rest. Don't take it for granted. You need to look after yourself and your little one, and just put your feet up, check your blood pressure. If you haven't checked, don't check it too much, because I went a bit over the top. That's only because with Isaac my blood pressure went high, and so the only reason why it went high was because I was in management and I was running around, and I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing. I was doing far too many hours, and the environment at the time wasn't the best. Like the AC wasn't working at work and stuff, and I was melting. And so,
how would you suggest Sherelle gets rid of
the dizziness? I think make sure you're drinking, make sure you're eating small amounts but regularly. I found that when I ate too much, it made me feel just so full and bloated. And it almost induced the dizziness as well. So I'd say make sure you drink plenty, as I've told before about coconut water, because it's high in potassium, so it helps just to regulate your blood pressure as well. Definitely get your blood pressure checked, and just rest, to be honest with you. Make sure you get enough sleep at night, and yeah, if it continues, obviously definitely speak to your midwife, but then otherwise I'd say it's just probably your body just telling you just to take it easy, because I know you're a trooper, and she's just
have a day off work.
Yeah, have a day off. Yeah, you give her a day off then.
Travis,
we'll be praying for you, well.
Korean and Black. Oh, that's a lovely mix.
That's beautiful. That's amazing.
We've always Korea is another place which is on our list of places 100%. To visit.
Definitely want to check it out.
Eloise, it was very weird going from being an only child for 9 years to suddenly having a brother and sister.
I can imagine. Oh my gosh. I suppose that's like me, because I'm the youngest, and my brother that's closest to me is 9 years older, and then my sister's 10, and my other brother's 11. So they must have been the same when I was like, surprise! Because my mum and dad weren't planning to have another one, but then I popped out. So yeah, I can imagine how you must have felt. I bet you feel like a bit of a mom to them as well, really protective over them. That's so lovely.
Tanya says, can Elaine speak to us in Chinese?
What shall I say? Of course. Nei hao ma Tanya. Ho lang Tanya. That means very beautiful. What shall I say? What time is it now? Gedo dim. Gedo dim. It is, let me have a look. It is Gao dim. Umsap bong.
She just said it's 9 o'clock and 50 pounds.
Oh, bong! Oh no! Wait there. Gaudim. Umsap yi dim. Yeah.
9:52.
9:52.
I realised after it wasn't because you're black, because I've heard that when black people go to Hong Kong to visit, they're greeted really nicely. But I think it was because we were together.
Yeah.
I think that
so if I was on my own, they wouldn't really be staring as much, but it's because it was the combination of us. I can say, long I know.
Long I know.
That means I love you.
I
love you too, Tanya. Thank you for keeping it real. A lot of people struggle to talk about these things with such transparency. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tanya.
That's, definitely one of our goals, and that we said that we want to make sure that we're being true to ourselves, and that whatever we share, we want to be able to share our hearts and be able to help people. And people might not even comment and say, yeah, I've been through this too, or that might have helped. But if we've helped people, that's just means the world to us, doesn't it? So yeah, we just try our best to be as transparent. And that was a challenge for me, to be honest, because as chatty as I am, I think sometimes I struggle with sharing my heart at times, because, I think we've all been there where you share your heart and people, will tell others, or, they're not as empathetic, and you just kind of feel judged about certain things. But I just thought, you know what, we just have to do it. If we're going to do it, we're going to go all in, and that's what we're doing.
It's kind of funny because you were watching a YouTuber that you watch, and I think they were saying like they were going through some problems, but then on their videos they share a lot more compared than in real life.
Say it again, sorry.
So you were watching a YouTuber,
yeah,
and she was saying like she was going through some problems, and then she found out that when she was doing YouTube live or making YouTube videos, she was a lot more transparent.
Yeah, that's true.
Than to her friends
and
in
family.
Real life.
It's true.
So
yeah.
Do you find that you do that?
I think possibly. I think with you, Tanya, she knows that I'm very transparent with her, and I share so much. And I appreciate the fact that she makes me feel open, and I can be vulnerable with her without feeling judged at all. But I must say that definitely I found just doing YouTube, it does feel really natural for us, doesn't it? And I feel that I can be myself. There's a camera, I haven't got an audience like even though you're all there.
There's an audience
If you're all
20.
staring at me, then maybe, I don't know. But I think it's helped me with confidence and to feel more comfortable talking about different situations. But
You know,
yeah, I do feel that I could just talk on YouTube with the camera there. Yeah.
and I was just thinking, like, you know, Adeline was mentioned that, you know, there's 20 people in the room watching us, and I was thinking it'd be great to see you guys. And I just thought, someone mentioned, that on Zoom, we can do one of these on Zoom, and then everyone can see each other. And I was wondering,
would you be up
just
for it?
random, who would be up for doing a Zoom chat?
We'll soon find out when we do it, and then see who comes on.
Oh yeah, if no one comes on. Yeah, so let us know if you could comment here. Let us know who's up for doing a Zoom chat live.
Yes, please. We'd love that. The Right Fit, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Right Fit.
Happy we caught the live. Oh, fantastic.
I think Right Fit. Are you guys from Instagram, The Right Fit? I think.
Could be. Maybe
I'm not sure.
Somebody you've connected with.
Yeah.
Oh, Sherelle.
Oh, it was Sherelle that mentioned it.
There we go.
Yeah. It wasn't just a random thought that came to my mind.
Sherelle, make sure you let him know.
Thank you, Sherelle.
Thank you, Mum. I'm so well done speaking Chinese.
Hello,
Chocolate Geisha. I love the name. Chocolate Geisha.
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you so much.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, well done, beautiful.
Hey.
Right, so are
we going to go through our questions, or
we might have time for a few more? Does anyone have any other questions? If not, let me check on Instagram.
Should we do a quick fire thing where we just answer it briefly?
Yeah.
A couple of them, because we've had people ask us, and it will save us from addressing it another time.
Sure. So, quick fire questions.
Yes.
Feel free to comment any more questions as well. Ruby Tuesday said, how did your family feel after learning you were not marrying a Chinese woman? Okay, very good.
That's jumping right in.
I don't know if you can quick fire that one.
I don't think that can be a quick fire.
But anyway, so
in a nutshell,
my family.
We should do a video on that one as well.
Yeah,
we've said we've got that down on our list. To be fair, it's just so many on the list.
I think my mom and dad did originally want me to be with a Chinese woman. It's been such a long time now that I can't remember the exact conversations that we had. Some. You remember some?
Yeah. I just remember some that you told me.
Oh, okay. So when they found out that I wasn't going to be with a Chinese woman and I was going to be with a black woman, with Adeline, I think they probably weren't the happiest, because in their minds.
Was this before meeting me, would you say, or was this after they met me?
After they met you, they were cool.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
They were cool. The response that I had from them, apart from the first meetup, which was, I felt really nervous, and it was like, it was more quiet. It was quite somber. Yeah,
it was. It definitely was.
Yeah.
I think it was when they found out that we were friends, and then we were seeing a lot of each other.
Yeah.
They must have been a bit disappointed that I wasn't. Not that you were black as such, maybe, but that you weren't Chinese. Because they were probably thinking, oh, they're gonna have like Chinese grandchildren. And now, even better, they've got black and Chinese grandchildren.
Exactly.
So,
and your sister, they still haven't got, because your sister's with Caucasian.
My sister's
with a white guy.
With a white guy.
Yeah.
So there's only my brother left that hasn't got kids. So he's actually got a Chinese girlfriend. So maybe my brother can bless them with some full Chinese kids.
Grandkids.
Oh yeah, grandkids.
Yeah.
I'm just showing rubbish tonight.
No, you're not. No, but I think that I think that they definitely wanted. Do you think that there would have, if I was white, would that have been better, or is it just, or do you think if the fact that it just wasn't just Chinese?
I think that I don't think we've really spoken about this, but just from conversation in passing in the past, I think the stereotype that a lot of Chinese people have is black people steal and rob, etc. And it sounds terrible, but that's just the truth of it. And it comes from ignorance. It comes from not knowing any black people. It comes from only listening to the news, and we know that the news is bad, is prejudice, and the system's racist. You know what I mean? So when they met you,
Mhm.
they were pleasantly surprised because they were thinking, "Oh, you're actually really nice." You know what I mean? And you're not actually robbing me.
Yeah.
You're at gunpoint. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, you're lovely, you're educated, and not that educated even matters. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I love Adelaine and Adelaine loves me, who cares what job or career or education or you know? I really don't care, to be honest. And parents probably care.
Yeah.
I might care for my
Yeah,
kids.
I think parents care.
I don't know, but I've got to try not to care because,
because you didn't care. But then I think for me, I care. Because
isn't love
Isaac
all
and
that
Isabella-
matters, though? Do you know what I mean?
Well, love matters, but then love can't put food on the table.
You're
Love can't put food
speaking
on the
like one of
table.
those parents. You are.
You can't put food on the table. I know. I think that love, of course, love conquers all. Love covers a
does.
multitude of sins. We know that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it would be my preference for Isaac and Isabella to be with somebody that that is ambitious, that they have similar moral values, all of that. You have high
Would you
hopes
rather
for
them
them.
be a certain ethnic background?
No, because we've discussed this. No. You're looking cautious. It looks like he's trying to call me out. No, we've said this. We've said no, as long as they are not with them, because I'm not really a fan, if I'm honest, okay, I'm being really transparent. I'm not a fan of somebody that is with somebody for like a trophy, as a trophy. So, I've heard people say, "Oh, I just want to have brown babies," or things like that.
I want to have mixed race babies.
Mixed race babies. So for me, if they're with Isaac, like, oh my gosh, I just want to be with someone with curly. I just want someone with curly hair. What about when Isaac starts? Gosh, when he's older, and if for example, if he loses his hair, hopefully he doesn't. But then, or what if he decides to shave his hair off? With all that curly hair gone now. Will you still love him? So for me, I'm more sort of, I'd want someone that's a bit deeper than that.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Love him for who he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Isaac, pick the right girlfriend.
Yes.
Pick the right wife.
Yeah.
He's thinking, what are you talking about?
I know, yeah.
He's thinking he's just watching Roblox.
Oh, yeah, Roblox.
Okay, so...
Where are we? Oh, yeah, we were on here, weren't we?
Mrs. C?
The message.
No
hey,
problem
Mrs.
at all.
C.
Hello, good to see you.
Oh, it's okay, Mrs. C. Thanks for joining us. We love seeing you on here.
Yeah, we're just going through questions and answers, Mrs. C. So
Yeah.
if you have any questions, feel free to ask us.
Hey, Destiny.
Hi,
Thank
Destiny.
you so much. Thank you for the love.
you.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah, for those of you who have just joined us, we've got probably about 10 more minutes left.
Yes.
So if you have any last-minute questions, feel free to ask us, and we'll do our best to answer. Next one.
But we'll definitely address that one about the parents, because there's so much more to the story as well. So definitely stay tuned for that, because I remember quite a few conversations that went back and forth and that sort of thing. So we can talk about that, but that will take another half an hour. So we'll do that in a video, so stay tuned. And if you haven't click the bell, please, so that you will know when that comes out.
Destiny Williams says, your wife is so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really blessed, guy.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much, Destiny. That's so lovely. Thank you,
Destiny. Related to that, I've got a question. HRM Queen E asked, beautiful with and without makeup. Do you have a specific skincare routine or favorite skincare product? And for the guys watching this, please keep this to 30 seconds or less.
Oh, okay. So to be honest with you, I always say that skincare is really important, but your diet's important as well. So I think water, keep yourself hydrated, 100%. And in terms of skincare, I'll talk about what I found recently that's been really amazing is something called glycolic acid. And glycolic acid is basically an exfoliant. And acid sounds really scary.
Sounds damaging.
Yeah, but it's not. It's basically based off sugars, and it's actually less abrasive because you apply it to your skin. It's just a liquid, and there aren't any small particles, which a lot of these particles aren't very environmentally friendly anyway. But then, yeah, it doesn't have any particles in there, so it's fantastic. It's great for brightening. It's great for hyperpigmentation or anything like that. So that's what I found really helpful. A few brands out there that do I'm talking about hyaluronic acid now. Glycolic acid would be Nip and Fab do a great one. They do a really good one called Intense, which is 7% of the acid, which is great. You only use it at night, by the way, guys, and make sure you use sun protection. And another thing that I absolutely love, Pixie do a really good one as well. Another thing that I absolutely love is vitamin C. Vitamin C is really brightening, and I found a massive difference since using vitamin C on my skin.
It was just rubbing orange on your face.
Basically, you could do that, but I use just different products. Philosophy do great vitamin C. I found a really good one actually recently from Superdrug. It's their own brand, and they do a great vitamin C moisturizer. And yeah, I'll find out the name and I'll get it linked down below. But it's fantastic, and it costs me about £4, whereas the Philosophy one is about £30 odd. So yeah, that's a good sort of dupe for that.
You know what? It's really funny. So earlier, a few minutes ago, we asked if anyone's interested in doing a Zoom chat so that we can see everyone and everyone sees everyone. And no one's replied. So I guess the answer is no.
No.
To that. So, no to Zoom chat.
No to Zoom chat. We'll stick to the lives like this.
Destiny Williams says, "You both are so cute together."
Oh, thank you
so much. Thank you, Destiny.
That's so lovely. So should we do one more or two more? Quick fire.
Yeah, quick fire. I've got one here. Is your husband part black? He kind of has some African looking features.
We get this so much, don't we?
Yeah.
We get this a lot.
As far as I'm aware, well, no.
Yeah.
As in, like, both my parents are Chinese.
Definitely. They definitely look full Chinese. And he looks just like his dad. I see a little bit of your mum, but more in Isabella, to be honest. Yeah, I think Isabella looks very much like your mum. But then Yipman looks very much like his dad. They're both Hong Kong and China, aren't they?
Yeah. But we said that for one of our videos, we are going to do a what's it called? DNA test.
Yeah.
Just to find out,
I'd be interested.
The lineage and further back and see where our ancestors came from.
Yeah.
One funny thing though is Adelaine's noticed that on the side of my head, is a patch that's a bit darker.
Yeah,
and not only that, but the part that's darker, my hair is like a different texture.
Really coarse texture. It's almost like 4C texture for any of those that know about 4C, just really tight, coarse curls. And it's just on that section there. It's really bizarre. I find it really bizarre.
Yeah, so who knows?
Exactly. And on my side again as well, I do get that as well, if there's any Chinese on my side of family. And there is.
Yeah.
But then
you are an 8th quarter.
No, not a quarter. Like an 8th. I think so. Either an 8th or a 16th. I can't remember.
One of those.
Yeah, but we're going to find out, aren't we, with our DNA? Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Coco and you. Hi there.
Hey, Coco.
Thanks for joining us.
Lovely seeing you, darling. Oh,
good to see you. We're going through some quick fire questions and answers. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. And guys,
she said she'll do Zoom. Yay!
Hey, one person.
Just us.
Just you and us.
That'd be good. Yeah, why not?
Coco and you have a great channel on YouTube, guys. So
they do. Please check them out.
Yeah, check them out. Spelled COCO and you as in YU.
Yeah.
So after this, head over there. Make sure you subscribe to them as well.
Absolutely.
Click on the bell.
Yeah, definitely. I like your husband's glasses.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You know what? I hate wearing glasses, to be honest. So I bought these because they were just like the most plain black glasses. Yeah. I do have contacts, which I prefer to wear.
I like in glasses though as well.
I think I look dorky and geeky in glasses.
I like it.
But wearing contacts I find quite uncomfortable sometimes, and it looks like I'm just being moody and staring.
Oh yeah.
Although I probably
you're
look
so
moody.
conscious of it.
I've got the resting bee face, I think. So.
yeah.
But thank you for the
smiling,
compliment.
he looks really mad. I like Korean boys. Do
you know any Korean boys?
I don't. Is she liking you? He's Chinese, by the way, so sorry.
She didn't say she liked me.
Yeah, Korean boys. And I've noticed there's a big trend, isn't there, with black girls liking K-pop, Korean boys, that sort of thing. That's cute. I hope you find yourself a nice Korean boy, Destiny. There's quite a big community actually on Instagram. I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but there's a big community on Instagram. Yeah.
Ambw community.
Yeah, huge.
Yes. Destiny's if you're on Instagram, search for #AMBW and you'll find like loads of groups and things like that. We're on there as well. Make sure you add us as well. And to anyone else who don't follow us on Instagram, please follow us on Instagram.
Yes, please.
We're called the Choi Family UK.
Yes,
I think. Yeah,
we are.
Choi Family UK.
We definitely are the Choi Family UK on Instagram. Definitely give us a follow and keep in contact.
DM us, and we can, we can, it can be more two-way. We like doing YouTube and YouTube Live, but it's quite one way. Like it's more us broadcasting and talking to you, whereas on Instagram we can interact. There's more of an interaction,
isn't there? That's why we do like doing the lives, because now this is more interactive, isn't it? Yeah,
it's really good.
We love this. Appreciate it, loves. Yipman Jason is very jealous of your beard. Oh yeah, because Jason's Chinese. And her husband's Chinese.
Adelaine told me.
That's it, and he doesn't have a beard, from what I remember. I think he's got a little bit of a stubble there.
I don't know why I've got a beard.
He's the only Chinese man I know with a beard.
Oh.
It's true though, because it's really rare.
Does my dad have a beard?
Your dad doesn't have a beard. Your brother doesn't have a beard. Your cousins, I can't think of one that has a beard.
Maybe I'm part adopted. No, I don't know how that works.
You look like your mom and dad, and Bella looks like your mom.
I do.
So,
Mrs. C,
funny.
Do you think you guys will ever vacation in Florida?
Oh yes, absolutely. We have been to Florida. We love Florida.
Adelaine's been a few times.
Yes.
I've been once.
Exactly. So we love Florida. We go there. We've been there. Well, I've been there quite a number of times. Yeah, quite a number of times when I was younger, like in my 20s and 30s. And when we've been there once together.
I stayed at Anthony's, which is Adelaine's
My brother has a villa out there in Orlando, Kissimmee.
So he treated us to a lovely trip there.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Orlando and Miami. Went to Miami for one day.
Oh, Miami was epic as well.
To go to the port.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miami was. I preferred Miami to Orlando. I think it was.
Oh, be careful! She's from.
Are you from Orlando?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sorry. No, but he did. He preferred Miami.
Miami just seemed to have a nice party vibe. Although with kids now, I don't know how well.
But Isaac was there. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, Isaac was there.
Isaac was like
walking topless down the street.
He had his ponytail. He was only like 1.5.
Cool dude.
Yeah, it was funny. But we went on the boat trip, didn't we, and checked out all the celebrity houses. That was a cool trip.
That was amazing.
But we love Florida. We've got the food out there is amazing. People out there friendly.
The reggaeton in Miami. That's where I got into reggaeton.
Oh, Yipman's really on reggaeton. Yeah, love that.
Oh yeah, Mrs. C says that's where I live in Orlando. Yeah, sorry.
Amazing.
Orlando's lovely as well.
We loved Orlando because that's where we spent the majority of our time, didn't we?
Yeah, Isaac.
Oh, Isaac, sorry guys. Isaac, right in front of the camera.
The pants were showing on the camera.
I think they saw your Superman pants.
Sorry,
guys, it's like, sorry guys. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah, we'd love to go again to Florida.
Yes, we definitely need to get back there, don't we? So, where are we? What story time do you have planned for your channel? What story times do we have planned? Oh, we've got quite a few, haven't we?
Did you have them written down?
Yeah, we've got quite a few. So, what story time would you like to see, Eloise? Please let us know. We'd like to know.
Do people like story times? Because
by the way, yeah.
I do. When we do story times, I think we did one, and I'm thinking.
How you proposed, was it?
Yeah, how I proposed. And I was thinking, who likes to just sit down for 10 minutes or 20 minutes watching us tell a story?
It. I love it. I love hearing about stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just looking at the right folder for YouTube. Yeah, we've got loads of story times.
Oh, PG says I do. PG likes story time.
Ah, fantastic.
Glad you like them. We'll do more.
So I've got the birth story time. I've got that one down. Story time. Oh, we've done that one. How Yipman proposed. We wanted to talk about. Yeah, the other one was how your parents reacted, because as I said, there was a lot more to it.
So excuse me. I'm kind of breathing a bit heavy here. I've got this thing. I don't know. On one of our videos, I mentioned that I had a bit of anxiety when going to the gym, but sometimes I get a bit randomly as well, and because of that, I feel like
you have to take a deep breath. I know. Are you sure it's not because it's stuffy in the room, babe?
It might be that.
Yeah.
It might be because I'm doing a live and
the excitement.
I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, you're doing well.
But it's funny because I worked in a mental health trust for 5 years. I worked in the marketing and communications team, and I was surrounded by, I learned about anxiety and people with anxiety. But first-hand wise, I never experienced it that much because the breathing thing was kind of just gym related.
Yeah.
So to know that, panic attacks and breathing and things like that is basically mental health issues. It's kind of mad because they say, you know, so many people suffer from mental health issues. And when you hear mental health, I think of like schizophrenia and things like that, and psychosis and things. But to know that, you know, I've got something that's classed as mental health is kind of crazy. It's
just anything to do with your mind. We all have. Everybody has it. There's something or another.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think everyone.
I don't know if anyone
has.
I think there are people out there that have had one panic attack in their life. So that's mental health. People out there that may be anxious about certain things. That's mental health. Even phobias is classed under the category of mental health. So it's like literally the whole of the universe. To be honest with you, yeah. But it's amazing because I always say this, that Yipman's such a chilled, calm guy that he doesn't try to act like that. He just is, and he's very logical about things. And if I'm ever worried about anything, he's really good with just keeping me calm because of the way he is and, yeah, his thought process and that sort of thing. But, yeah, it's just that thing with the gym. I think it was triggered from when you were younger, and I think it's one of those things that you just need to break that cycle of thoughts, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? It is a bit embarrassing, even though I'm admitting it to everyone. But I do see it as a weakness. And no matter what people say, I do still see it as a weakness.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather not have it than have it. But I'm getting through it, so.
Yeah.
Eloise says...
I'd love to see a wedding. Yay! So wedding. Oh, wow. We have got...
we can talk about it. We can talk about the wedding, yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about the wedding. We've got photos. We've actually recorded some part of that, actually. Because we went through the photo album with Isaac.
I didn't like the way I looked in the photos.
I know.
But we can talk about it.
I don't even show the pictures. Some pictures.
Some of them,
yeah. Some of them are funny. But... yeah, because it was like 14 years ago, so we both look different, and I think it's lovely. We both looked young and innocent. But the wedding, pregnancy, definitely, yeah, absolutely. I've got all of those down, so we'll definitely be doing that. Different things that we've been through in life as well. We'll definitely speak about that because we've been through quite a lot of different stuff. Was another one. You okay, Bubba?
Yeah, right.
You're good. So what else was there? Where are we? PG, yes. Hey guys. Hey, Tanae's show. Hey Tanae, good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Destiny, how do your husband feel about his parents dating a black woman? So did we mention fully about that? Yeah, we did, didn't we? So earlier on in the video, if you sort of rewind back, I'll say about 15-20 minutes, because I know this video is quite long, it's over an hour now, we did address that, so you'll be able to see on how we felt about it, and we are going to be doing a video about it as well. So we have spoke about it for a few minutes, but stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed and click the bell, definitely do that so you can stay tuned when we do a story time about that as well. So thank you. Georgina, you're doing great.
Thank you, Georgina.
Thank you, darling. That's so lovely.
And
bless
PG,
you.
really appreciate that.
Oh, that's so lovely. Thanks for the support, guys. We appreciate it. We are all family here, no worries. Lots of us are dealing with anxieties. This is a safe place. Oh, bless you.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate
I think life throws so many things at us, and I think everybody's felt some form of anxiety. As I said, Yipman is one of the most chilled, calmest people I've met, I think, in my life, to be honest with you. And
when I don't have this.
Yeah, and so to see that he even, has episodes when he just has breathing issues with like exercise that is induced from exercise usually. Yeah, it shows me that anybody can go through it. We don't know what life will throw at us, so it's how we respond. And there is that element of anxiety that we do feel as human beings. It's natural and it's normal, and there's no shame in it at all. So thank you for that, Mrs. C. PG, I have mental health issues. Oh, bipolar disorder. Oh, thank you for sharing that and being so transparent with us, PG. And we hope that you have support where you are to get through that, and we pray that you'll come out on the other side better, stronger, and without that diagnosis as well. We're not alone. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Oh, bless you. It's our pleasure. Oh, thank you, Mom. Thank you. Both doing well, guys. I like Chinese boys, Destiny Williams.
We'll hook you up, Destiny. We'll try and find
sort
you
out.
someone.
Yeah. Absolutely. Georgina Pete. Oh, bless you guys. You guys have been amazing. Honestly, it feels like a family. It feels like extended family on here. And we really enjoy doing the lives because we always feel
It feels like this every time.
Every time, honestly, we come away and I can't sleep straight away because I said I'm going to have an early night. But I always can't sleep straight away because I feel we're just buzzing up with fun and we talk about it and how it went and we just say, wow, how amazing it is. We've got this community here.
We appreciate you guys for joining us. You know, you can be doing
so
anything.
Grateful. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's loads of TV to watch and you've been here,
You've
spending time with us. So.
Absolutely. An hour and 20 minutes. That's amazing.
When is the next cooking tutorial, Mrs. C? Mrs. C? Sunday.
It's coming out, Mrs. C. Yukman has been busy in the kitchen and he taught me as well one of my favourite dishes. You will see it is epic. Stay tuned, guys, because it is a really good one.
Yeah, we're gonna call it a night because it's 1.5 hours now nearly, and we only plan to do it for an hour.
Yeah.
But it's been so much fun. But we wanted to say really that for the other part of this, you've joined us on YouTube Live, but we also have these our vlogs, which are every Sunday, and they're at 7 o'clock British time or
EST 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Yeah,
EST.
Eastern Standard Time, I think it is. So yeah, come join us for that. So that's where we'll be doing our cooking tutorial. Will be on there. We're gonna try and do. If you guys like it, we're going to try and do like a YouTube Live every week or every 2 weeks. It won't always be question and answer. But we'll try and think of something to get a bit of variety and things like that. Because we like you guys joining us. We like the real time aspect of it. That we're speaking to you and you're speaking with us. So
yeah, we love that, don't we? So we'll definitely be doing another one within the next 2 weeks, definitely. So. Definitely stay tuned for that. YouTube can be YouTube can be a really great place for support. Thanks, guys. Our absolute pleasure.
Thank you to you, PG.
Thank you for a lovely live tonight. It's been a pleasure. Thank you,
Eloise.
Thank you
for joining us, Eloise.
We really appreciate you always supporting us. You, PG, Mrs. C, all of you. You've all been amazing, honestly.
And it's great seeing you on Instagram as well, and seeing your journey in life.
Yeah, exactly. Because we follow Eloise, and I love seeing all of your healthy foods. I love your page.
What's Eloise? Eloise's page on Instagram. Her tube thing, her food thing. Sorry, tube thing.
Let me have a look. What is it, Eloise? You can let us know. Is it actually just
Eloise in London?
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, if you're on Instagram, please follow Eloise's account. It's called _.
Yeah.
No, actually, search for Eloise's Slimming World, and so basically she's on a slimming dieting journey.
Yeah, it's really inspiring.
She posts all her food there, and it's great to see.
You're a good cook, Eloise.
Yeah, she is definitely.
Yeah,
it's great to get inspiration from her.
I'm just liking one of them now again.
Yeah, so check that out, guys. Please.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really inspiring page.
PG says, please wash the meat. Oh, that again. You know what?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a bit of washing this time. It wasn't meat, but yeah, you'll see. Join us.
Yes, definitely.
You
have to leave me to all that because Yitman will just.
00111. Are you going to keep the chat replay?
Yes,
we're going to keep the chat replay.
Absolutely. Yep, we will do. So please feel free to share it with your friends, with your family. It'd be great for them to be on to our next one as well. We'd really appreciate that. Sharing really helps our page, our YouTube account. So we really appreciate when you do share. And we always ask, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please click the bell, because it all really helps our channel, and we really appreciate it as well. Because as we've said, we get people saying, we didn't know that you launched launch videos every Sunday, but if you click the bell, then you'd know every time it comes up, it will notify you. So yeah.
Mrs. C, always a pleasure. Have a blessed night.
Have a blessed night too. God bless you.
Night.
Such a lovely lady.
Eloise, you're very welcome, Eloise.
Thank you.
It's the least we could do. You support us so much, and it's the least we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's good to keep close
the chat during the replay.
Say that again. Sometimes it's good to keep close the chat during the
Oh,
week?
the reason why we keep the replay is in terms of the chat on here. It's live and everyone can see it anyway. So we just assume that no one has privacy concerns or anything like that.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep it on there.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Mahesh, hello sir, you both are amazing and your family's so great. Thank you, Mahesh.
So much, Mahesh. We
really
appreciate it. That's so lovely.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, we'll sign out now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for spending so much time with us. We don't take it for granted. You've invested your time into us, and that means the world to us. So
we really appreciate
you guys. You're so lovely.
And if you enjoyed the chat, please share our channel with your friends and family. It will really help us. Please also join us on Instagram, like we said.
Yep.
The Choi Family UK. DM us and let us know. We've chatted on here, and it'll be great to interact with you on Instagram.
We'd love it. We'd absolutely love it.
So yeah, it'll be really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Well, we just wish you a pleasant rest of day wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whether it's morning where you are, daytime. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wish you a blessed rest of week, and we look forward to joining you again on Sunday. Take care, guys.
Take care.
Always.
God bless you all.
Peace out. Be kind.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your day.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
End stream. Are you sure you want to end the stream?
Yep.